later on we swap over to Spider-Man?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
halfway through.
Alright, so right off from the start, we're on attack. We're kind of pushing people who are out of position and throwing our squids down, trying to take them out. Now we're rotating up to high ground and going for a flank. Okay, so good setup right away, right? Throwing the squid, going for the trident, and then shooting them. We miss our shots, which is unfortunate. Let's see what happens next. Alright, Bubble, get out. Probably not gonna live this one. Yeah, okay. Let's just see one more thing. Kind of curious if you spotted the Hulk here. Oh, no,
I think
no.
I did.
You did? Alright, so
Ah,
alright, let's just go into this. Whenever you're pushing Luna, and knowing that you hear these footsteps of the Hulk and he had jumped up here and stuff,
yeah.
how could you have maybe like changed your game plan, knowing that's gonna happen?
Stick with the team more and then go for the flank later in the fight.
Yeah, okay, so maybe Hulk comes up here and we just like kind of move to the team right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that too. Right, because at this point, even if we bubble, we're done.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I have been having more issues with like the first day that I tried the whole like perma flanking style. I had like instant value, like I was just straight up improving, and I was winning a
Yeah,
lot more games. And then once I started to go a little bit higher, I
yeah,
had people who would start to mark me
yeah, yeah.
and then force me out and
Hmm.
like deal with me, and then that those like it wasn't just go for a flank, hit the right click, and then just like win. It was like
Yeah,
more
yeah.
steps to it.
Definitely a lot more steps, right? Because then now you have to, let's say, save some cooldowns so that whenever they mark you, you
Yeah,
can escape. And
yeah,
you also have to deal with things like using health packs to keep yourself up and choosing when to go back in. Like there's a lot of more skills to it, especially whenever you have like, in this example, we have Hulk who's just trying to make our life difficult.
yeah.
Okay, so we see Namor, taking him out. Yep, he has high ground, so you're gonna go up there and deal with him. I like that a lot. Okay. Alright, so one more thing is notice that Namor just used his bubble and he has about 70 health. We also have like squids up. So
Yeah.
here, we just kinda stay and take cover. But how do you think you could have punished him here?
Uh, like walking across the way.
Yep, walking up here. And what cooldowns we have? We don't even have squids, but that's okay, right? Because we have a trident. So we just walk
Yeah.
up here, just trident, shoot him, and then he's done.
I do think I
Like,
kind of wasted my squids. I think I should have only put one in that spot and then saved
mm-hmm,
one in case
mm-hmm,
used somewhere else.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that would have helped a lot too. Right, so whenever we're talking about No More, one thing we want to keep in mind is the top Namors will use the double squid for the assassinations, but
Yep.
that's an assassination, right? And there,
Gotcha.
Namor knew you were coming, right?
Hmm.
So saving one squid is, I would really like that idea. 'Cause, um, he already knows you're coming, right? Okay. Hope coming on the back line. Nice bubble, anticipating you're gonna get eyed. Here's, okay. Love the ult. Unfortunately, um, you kind of just walk away. Let's just watch this one more time. Because, it looks like you had intended it to go here, and then it went here. Had you seen that?
I was also actually aiming for the invisible man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm trying to see. Trying to go slow-mo. Because I saw that too. Alright, so we're going up here. Alright, we want the invis woman. And then it kind of like slips past us, hits the payload, and invis just jumps away. So, one thing I want keep in mind is look how we targeted Inviswoman who had her jump.
Yeah.
So whenever you're going for Namor, uh, something you want to keep in mind is, who has escapes available. So, like, knowing that it's like Bucky has an escape, Invis has an escape, Namor has an escape, who do you think you could have just, like, looked for here and took out?
Probably the Luna.
Mm-hmm. Yep, probably the Luna.
Problem solved.
I think you already got a pick there for sure.
My
Okay.
arm
This is, oops, this will now.
So I have a question.
Yeah,
Like how I'm like down main right here,
yep, yep.
and it seems like a bad angle to keep shooting down main. Um, Before
Mm-hmm.
I would like in the other VOD I would bubble to the top right and try to take that spot. But since they have a
Maybe
Hulk, I don't think they're
here,
like
maybe here.
yeah.
Yep, yep.
And normally I would like bubble up there and I could have a really good angle on them. But I think that's
Yeah.
dangerous with the Hulk. So do I just stay
Huh.
down main?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a really good question, right? So kind of depends on how likely you are to die by going up here without a bubble left to protect you. So
Yeah.
in this stage of the fight, right? So it's like maybe 6v4 if it's cleanup and the fight's pretty much won. I would suggest like taking those high ground things because your healers aren't going to be too busy. They'll take care of you.
Hmm.
Now at the start of a fight, um, gotta be really careful, and I like the idea of playing with your team. You can still get a lot of value on Namor without being high ground, right?
Hmm. Because like right how I was like going for the flank,
Like
and
it.
I think when I walk out, they see me, and then my element of surprise goes away.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so right here, just take a quick look at everyone. Yeah. So we have our thing going in right now. That's a pretty obvious cue. Maybe you could walk in, go around, double squid like here, and go for an assassination on Bucky or Namor. Alright, double squid. Bucky. Oh, he gets the health pack. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yep, that's over. Okay. Um, it was close, right? You actually like hit all your shots and everything. One thing is just definitely be ready to disengage, right? So by taking this flank, notice that if you bubbled, you would have died anyway.
Yeah.
So here, this is mostly coming down to uh our team is too far away from us. We're not playing Spider-Man. And like top Namor player probably is just gonna hang out with his team a bit here,
Yeah.
protect them from the Hulk, and then during the fight he's gonna slip away, go around
That's
here,
true.
double squid, assassinate someone.
Gotcha.
Okay. Let's go ahead.
It's like you know uh the Asgard map, the very
Mhm,
first map we did. I was like walking down main and I wasn't really doing anything, and then as soon as I went top right, I
mhm.
ended up doing something. In that scenario, is it like you said before? It was better to just go top right at the beginning,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
in this scenario, it's better to stay grouped up
Yeah.
first.
All right. So we got to think about how close are we to our team, right, on our flanks?
Yeah.
Because if we went back to that scenario, oh my god, the camera is so slow. But like, all
If
right,
you hit
so
M, you can make it quicker.
okay, controls, pan, speed up. It's the
If you do,
numpad.
no, press M first.
Um.
Yeah,
Oh,
hit it
cool,
again.
awesome. Um. Let's see,
You should
other
be able to go to
button.
5.
That's so whack. All right. Well,
Yeah, because like M
one.
enables director mode, so right now you have it enabled. You can do all
Oh,
those other things. Yeah.
that makes so much sense. Oops, wrong button again. Okay, so enable director mode, and I can briefly speed up the camera with left shift. Oh, I can also use the comma and the period to increase speed. All right, that's awesome. So
You have
let's just
it
back
disabled
into it.
again.
There we go. All right,
Yeah.
thank you a lot. Now I can get to where I want to be. So yeah, just going to that example you're talking about. You can just skip back so you can see our team. Right, so here. If we walk up to top, like you did with the Hulk, right?
Hmm.
Keep in mind your distance from the team. So at
Yeah,
this point, you're a like 5-second walk from your healers, and
gotcha.
that's really something to keep in mind. This is a really dangerous flank because if anyone catches you here, you're dead.
Right.
Um, so maybe keeping in mind your distance to your healers, you might go this way.
Hmm.
You could save your
Yeah.
bubble. So what you do would be walk up these stairs, go around, then you're here, and then you can catch someone who's here. You could go for a bigger surprise around here. There's a lot of stuff you can do, and the big takeaway is you're just a 3-second walk away from your healers, and you can
Right.
bubble to get there.
Right.
Anyone willing to help?
So just like
So,
going for the flanks in
mhm,
bubble range. Gotcha.
mhm. Okay, let's go back. We're about capping the first point. Oh, back to, okay, cool, Spider-Man. That's it.
Anyone willing to help?
Okay. This is an interesting portal. I actually love it. It's like, why would we go through main whenever we can just go to the point? Okay, so taking out this Bucky. Nice hitting her shots, and notice we had our squids up, so we win that fight. Oh, okay. Let's walk this back a bit. This is really just, yeah, at this point it's over.
Yeah.
Alright, there's enough on this side there. Pretty much a lost fight. Okay, so going to Spider-Man. Awesome. So the rollout gets us there in like, 5 seconds.
That one hurts.
Alright, so we go for the Luna here. Connect, we punch, get the kill, have a web to get out. Yep, all good.
Chicken soup. Shields up.
Oh, this is cool. Using the invis, pulling them in. Really cool.
Got your back. Disappear.
By the eye
Yep.
of Agamotto!
Try to cancel it.
It seems we have.
Okay. What do we do next? Checking. So from here, we almost have our ults. So knowing that you almost have your ult and that you could possibly could kill Luna, what do you think's like the next, how do we clean this fight up? How do we win it?
I swing to the right over that truck
Alright, so
and then
swing
drop
over
them.
here,
Yeah.
take out Luna with her, like, smash, punch, we get that kill, and then what?
I can try to go on the invis,
Mhm.
but it's gonna be awkward without my E potentially.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm. So yeah, maybe just hanging out here, shooting strange, and just kind of cleaning everything up.
yeah.
Okay. I like that you said you're not saying to use your ult, because this looks like a one fight. So, while we are down 2 people, they're down 4.
Yeah.
Especially after you get Luna. Okay. So,
Although I think I do end up using my ult if I'm not mistaken.
Don't mess with the
alright, yeah, we go for the cleanup. Little overkill, great.
Yeah.
They hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them. That's 3. Wow, 4 in a row.
Put some pep in my step.
So keeping an eye on the kill feed during our fights and just saying like,
Mhm.
all right, if we're, if this is a 5v3 or something, and they have like, the dude on point has 100 health, maybe we'll just kill him and I'll save my ult
Yeah.
for the next fight.
Better stop that vehicle.
What vile creatures Namor has summoned?
A waste of innocent sea life.
Just kind of setting up, waiting for the team, not doing any crazy flanks yet. And I like that, right? Well, pretty much if we go for a flank right now, you're just all gonna look at us. We're gonna die.
Yeah.
So yeah, being patient, really good.
Stop them.
Spider sling.
Nice. Okay, awesome.
A nice deep freeze.
It's unfortunate we don't kill that guy.
Oh,
I think my game froze there.
And dangerous!
okay. All right, this is interesting. We have 2 people on the flank here. There are no more squids, but potentially this could be a play. Yep, you get one. Get the health back. We have a web swing. What the hell? We have a web swing to get out.
My game froze there.
Oh no! Yep, this is unusual, dude.
Have you seen the mods you can add to this game, like to get new
Yeah.
skins and stuff?
Yeah.
I was wearing a Kermit the Frog skin.
Okay, man. I can tell, like, this dude is just hacking. He's like fucking sliding and bee hopping, leapfrogging across the map.
Yeah.
Something's happening. Alright. So, just kind of waiting up for a team. They're turning off our cheat codes. All good. We're on to the Venom now, so I want to be conscious of the fact that we can one-shot people. Okay, going in.
I think that's where I should have tried to set up. Yeah, that was where I just swung right in front of them.
Yep. So, yeah, you know exactly what the mistake is, right? It's just
Yeah.
going in whenever they're already looking at you. So I'm gonna just check out clips because we have quite a few on pretty much how to enter and get out. So let's go for this is pretty good. Alright, so first of all, this dude's being watch his webs, how many web swings he has.
Yeah.
Alright, so he has one. He's scouting, scanning where they are. No one can see him. Now he has two web swings. He goes in on someone who can't see him. Tries to get the one shot. And just leaves.
Yeah.
So if we go back here, maybe we could, walk this way
Go
or
right
swing this
side.
way. Yep. Going
Wait
from
by the
somewhere they
doorway
don't
for
see.
the squids to be over.
Yeah, right? Because like we don't want to deal with squids; they'll mess
Yeah.
us up. But if we're here, then maybe we can just web swing right here, or just shoot Luna, web swing, assassinate her, and then find a way out.
Yeah. I do have a lot more luck of, well, not necessarily luck, but it just goes better in scrims when I set up. But in like a comp game, whenever I set up, there's nobody that can foul up with me unless I'm like grouped up, So even if I set up, I just kind of go in and then just look at me anyways because my team won't be ready.
Yeah, definitely. Timing is something important, and I actually want to go back to this example because I think it's a good one for that. And notice how he's not going to go in right away, because if he goes in right away, everyone's going to look at him and he's going to die. And this is a ranked game, right? So that's another reason why he hangs out here. Everyone's
if
distracted.
he's grouped with the Venom, because the Venom seems to be on the same page.
I don't think so, because the Venom was like a weight swap in this one.
Gotcha.
Okay, so yeah, that whole time, his team was fighting the front line, and that means that the supports in the other team were looking at their thing, trying to keep him up.
Yeah.
And that's how you kind of be like the solo Spidey, because you just time it and wait for your opening.
Gotcha.
By the eye of Agamotto!
I am ready to put on a show.
Also, I think before that, when I pulled that Hulk in, I canceled him exiling our Strange.
Yeah.
The portal.
That was correct. Okay, we're just kind of waiting this out, right? Not really any way to kill anyone.
Namor should be ashamed.
Though I want you to notice that during this whole time, oh shit, during this whole time, the Luna is ulting. Your Luna is ulting. So you're 81% to ult, and like, how do you think you could have gotten your ult here by now? Like,
I mean, I could just fight during the Luna ult.
huh? Right. So just recognizing when your supports are ulting, this is a really good time to, and their supports are ulting. It's a really good time to just hit people. Just get in there and start boxing them, because you'll have your ult by the end of the ults. Actually, show you something a Psylocke player I saw do, because I thought it was pretty funny. Like, this dude is literally just like Their cloak is ulting.
Yeah.
So he just AFKs here. He was at 20%, now he's at 30%. Now he's at 40%. Now he's at 50%. And he's just gonna leave after.
Yeah.
So, whenever you're thinking about uptime, right? Because if you always want to be doing something, even if you can't kill someone, you can farm ult.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
And this is why I chose Reed, Namor. A little help, please.
Crack the whip.
Go on without you.
Problem solved. Hey, we make a pretty good
Awesome.
team. Pretty sure those are bad guys.
Ah!
Fighter slick.
Ooh. Alright, so let's go back a sec. Alright, knowing that he is expecting you to peek this corner, right? He has hook.
Mhm.
How could we maybe surprise him? Like in the next 2 seconds.
Go up the wall,
Yep. Here.
or go in. I guess I was just gonna going in the bottom left, but that would kind of
Yep,
be
wrap
bad.
around. Yeah, this might
think
be a
it'd be
little
bad,
longer.
though.
He'll know where you are. Especially if you do a web swing, right? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, Spidey's on the right. Yep, so maybe going up here, and then in terms of like dropping into him, you can maybe web swing on him, because you have 3 of them.
Yeah.
And think about it, all you're trying to do is get close enough to one-shot him.
I
But
can't
if,
one shot Bucky as Spider-Man.
oh, you can't? Oh yeah, he has so much health, right.
Yeah.
Fighter
My
Okay.
plan here was to pull the Bucky
Uh-huh.
in so that my team could just kind of clean him up, but I
Yeah.
waited too long, and then I ended up taking damage and to where it wasn't
Yeah.
worth it.
Uh-huh. I definitely saw the vision there, right? 'Cause once you got the pull, then your tanks can help. Just maybe thinking about this one, you pointed out that Bucky, you can't one-shot Bucky. He has just so much health and shields and everything. So
Mm.
maybe, for Bucky matchup, we just don't 1v1 him. Instead, we just wait for a team to start the fight. And notice that by you taking the role of the start fighter, you're gonna give 200 of your health away, and then it's no chance.
Yeah.
Deep freeze.
Peter.
There I probably would have told, like, oh, my teammate, Venom, there's a Bucky here. Look to dive him. And then wait for Venom, and then go in, and then shoot him, and then kill him.
Dangerous!
Yeah.
I don't have to be center stage. There's still a chance to stop them.
This happens to me a lot whenever I play Spidey and Psylocke, honestly.
I'm not a vengeful
You think,
person,
like, you might think
but today I'll
Bucky's,
make an exception.
killable, but holy crap, like, whenever you start,
Yeah.
he's so much damage and so much health.
Nice deep freeze.
By the eye of
Okay.
Agamotto!
Ooh, tough.
Yeah.
Really bad. Really
I tried to do
unfortunate.
my grab to go in. I think it would have been fine if I just didn't get stuck on the cart.
Alright, so here we go for the web swing. Yep, we hit our ceiling. We get stuck in the car there, climbing it. Also keeping in mind that at this point the fight's over, right? So we're down 3
Yeah, it is
people.
overtime though.
It is a 3v6, right? So whatever you do there, I mean, realistically speaking, you might get, the tanks low, maybe get Star-Lord, but then they're just going to clean you up.
Let me guess.
So this is really coming down to not being the first one to die, right? Because if we stay alive here,
Yeah, that's true.
and we have our ult, this is something to really keep in mind as Spider-Man. You have your ult, you don't need to make plays.
Yeah.
You just need to survive. Yeah,
Fighter slick.
that there. Let's go back. Just curious, really nice rollout. So we're getting here in time. Yeah.
It's just so
By
unfortunate.
the eye of Agamotto!
I think if I get in there and I just
Let me
ult on
guess.
their
Your
both the
neighbor?
supports, they just die because they have no support ults.
That's true. It's true. You definitely could have got those kills.
Zero.
Yeah. But I also
Uh,
could have been alive and already set up for that.
That's it.
Time
Exactly.
to switch things up.
So like, that's part of the being the team player in the Spider-Man, right? That's why I really hone in on dying less. Because if you're alive, you can make the plays that really count.
Including which side you're on.
So let's go
You'll
ahead.
need a top-notch team to win this one.
Okay, back to Namor.
Show the count of 4 to walk away.
Oh, they're really running us down here. Alright, so yeah, knowing that 4 people are looking at us, and there's only 2 of us here, and you have bubble, like where might we go next?
You just drop down.
Yeah, just drop down here. Um, our Luna's here. This is kind of scary for her. Yeah, maybe just telling her to drop to.
The only octopus I like is grilled.
Yep, like this.
Namor let it go. That one hurts.
Oh, okay, this is downtime, right? So, oh my god, these buttons, dude. Alright, so, yeah. So if we drop, and then we immediately go for a flank, what are we not doing to the enemy team?
For sure.
No pressure, exactly. So they're just pushing, 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 and shooting your Punisher, because there's no pressure shooting them back. And that's where I would definitely recommend, like, keeping tabs, on, say, their main DPS player, Bucky, keeping tabs on Strange, and always putting pressure, pressure, pressure on them. And here we go for the flank,
Feel the ocean's chill.
but this is not going to be a high value flank because our Punisher's going to die for it.
Feeling fantastic.
Yeah.
I purge the dark.
And keeping in mind whenever you rotate out of a fight, we're down a man. So if we get pressured out of our position, we can just go to a slightly less strong position and stay in the fight.
Denizens of the deep.
Namor
Against this place.
What that was.
Almost.
Vehicle moving again.
Oh no.
I purge the dark.
This is a very scary place to be.
Coldest depths. The winds.
Alright, keeping tabs on kill feed. We're now down Punisher. We're down Magneto. So like knowing that's happening, knowing we're getting pushed pretty hard, what are like 1 or 2 things we can do to play with our team?
I mean, just like stay on their supports.
Stay on the supports. Okay.
I don't know.
So
why I
whenever we
dropped
say
there.
stay on supports, do we go for this support who's more towards their spawn, or do we go towards the support who's kind of really far up?
I mean, I feel like I'm just in a bad spot in general, but
Yeah, definitely.
because like
So-
either option seems like a good option.
Yeah, exactly. So at this point, it's like we need to get out of this bad position, and that's the number 1 priority. And like in the meantime, we might be able to get a pick on people who are overextended. But going over here and like farming supports is just another way of staying in a bad spot. And that's what I want you to keep in mind is whenever we're down 2, and this is resetting after a lost fight, we'll just leave, go around here, and maybe pick up a kill.
Drown them. I am your king, creatures. Heed my command.
I really
Nice.
don't know why I dropped there.
Mhm.
I actually think I end up living.
That is much better.
No worries. I've got your
Okay.
back.
So this was one of the better ways we could have done it.
Coldest.
It was a little dangerous, like you said, dropping out into the open here. But we went towards the team, which is good. Alright, totally farming these dudes. Building our ult. Oh, good.
Protect your king.
Right, this is a good time to go for the flank. Notice we put the squid right out in the open when they're looking at
Yeah.
us. So, like, where could we have thrown the squid there? That might have been a little bit better.
The right side of that window.
Yeah, like
or
right
just, like
here.
farther. Yeah, on the right.
Yep. So if we're looking at people, it's totally okay to throw squids, but let's throw them out of their line of sight. And that's going to do 2 things. 1, they have to turn and look at the squid to deal with it, and they're not looking at you anymore. And 2, they're not going to be applying damage to the squid at the same time they're applying damage to you.
What am I? Invisible? That one hurts.
From the coldest depths.
Yep, like the squid.
Cleanse this place.
Nice, going for the ult. Notice we're not aiming it, right?
Yeah.
I'm ready to.
Kind of lobbing it in there.
I always think too big with my Namor. Like I think I'm gonna
Too
get like a
big.
4K,
Yeah,
but it's not gonna happen.
it's not gonna happen. No, definitely not.
I've probably done like 10,000 Emeralds, and I think I've had
I
one
am ready to
4K.
put on
Right. We end up getting value. So the Luna counters with an ult. She feels like she's gonna die. Um,
Mhm.
but whenever we're going for an ult, I definitely want you to be thinking of who's your one target. Okay, and Namor doesn't have to get 4 kills with his ult for it to do something. Instead, you can look for the person who doesn't have a movement ability, like Luna, and then just kind of watch the Luna look at her. Hold your ult, but don't throw it immediately, because then you can target her, and then just
Yeah.
kind of maybe throw it behind her here,
Squid's reek of desperation, Namor.
and we get the kill.
I am ready to put on a show. Oh, please. It's the
Oop, nice.
Denizens of the deep. A nice ally awakened.
Kind of wasted my squid on that right there, and then I had no squid when I was going for my actual angle.
Yeah, okay, that's really interesting. So notice how we throw the squid, even though we recognize it's a situation to be flanking.
Yeah,
Denizens of the
And that's really just like that's losing the opportunity to get a pick. So
yeah,
definitely keep in mind if you know the situation when to flank. And like when to flank, for example, is like there's support ulting right here, but the support ult's out in the front, and there's people who could be killed. So why don't I slip away and get them?
What am I? Invisible?
because the fight's even right now. Like,
Mhm.
so we want to get the leg up. Yeah,
Yep. And we're not going to get the leg up if we just sit with our team in a Luna ult and shoot people in a
Exactly.
Luna ult. It's like, you're definitely there. Just keeping in mind saving our squids for, like, to make sure we get value. Which is usually part of securing a kill. Okay. At that point, and there's not a ton that you could have done. Besides what we talked about, which is just looking for a pick before the team fight like doesn't go your way. And when you're looking for picks, it's always off angles, right? So maybe here, it looks like you're kind of going there. Could be like
Yeah.
maybe bubble up here, look for a pick.
These waves will not break.
Okay.
Protect your king.
Yep, we know the Hulk's marking us.
Place.
I put him out of his line of sight.
Yeah, that was awesome. Really good. Right, because you baited him. You knew he wanted to push you.
I was also within bubble distance that time.
Alright, this is good. We know it's a free kill. Alright, now... Alright, think about the Luna ult, right? Or not the Luna ult. Think about your Namor ult. Like, how could you go here and know she doesn't know where you are and maybe get the kill?
She seems like she's going forward.
And what does every Luna do whenever you throw an ult at Namor ult at them?
Walk away.
And they walk back too. It's pretty interesting that here, since she's like already moving forward, you can kind of guess that she's gonna just continue running forward.
Yeah.
So I think in that situation, it's a little nitpicky, but just keeping in mind that everyone's reaction is to run away. Luna knows
Yeah.
you're on the flank, you just gotta kill. So wanting to put it forward there.
I also think I should have put my squids before I threw it. Like to try to like make her panic, maybe walk forward, and then I put it there, and then she walks into it.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's one of those things, like if we get that on Namor, getting those, pretty much having squids available and using them for our flanks, we'll definitely be getting more kills.
I know these wretched
Right, so we're in poke mode. We're not trying to get any like big flanks, so throwing squids down is good. Maybe you want to keep one in your pocket, right? I think
Yeah.
one of the reasons why we're not having them when we flank is because we throw 2 down at the start in nearly every fight.
again. That is much better.
Okay. Oh, good. Yep, we're just throwing another squid in there just because it's on cooldown. And it's gone. Or what is it
I
doing?
am ready to put on a show.
They go through the floor.
Yeah. And even if we did throw it there, I mean, it's like,
Yeah,
what are they looking at?
just a panic
Looking at
squid.
the squid.
Cleanse this place forever.
Oh wow, Hulk gets knocked down here. Okay. Right, so we're in the middle of a fight. It's 6v6, and we almost have ult. So, like, this is one of those times when to flank.
Yeah.
How could you like go about that? Who were you looking for? How do we surprise them?
Can that middle part, like that high ground, be broken? That's kind of floating right now. But can that be
I don't,
broken?
I don't think so.
Because that can't be.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm ready to put on a show.
guess so.
but there goes that idea.
Yep, yeah. hmm So,
I guess I can still bubble left side.
yeah, bubble left side. All right, so keep in mind that we don't necessarily need to bubble, right? We can just use high ground and keep our bubble for the disengage. I definitely want you to keep in mind if you're flanking, like we've talked about so far, is the Hulk's going to try to respond, and
Yeah.
that's why we want bubble for a disengage. Maybe just walking up here, throwing two squids on our feet, and then trident and shoot the note.
It's the grand finale.
Oh, another one of those Hail Mary ones.
Yeah.
All right, so let's walk it back here because we want to be a little bit more aware of how we're using these. So first of all, our target is the invisible one, right? Um,
Yeah.
and we want to predict where she's moving. So it looks like she's moving forward, but she's probably gonna run back if you alter, just because the
Eh.
fact it's kind of hard to determine, honestly.
Yeah, because like before the when it was walking forward and then she continued walking forward. This time they just walked back.
Right? It's really difficult. And this is kind of one of those things where it's like, it's kind of a 50-50. And that's why I want you to be thinking about your Memorial to a little more, right? And just
Yeah.
looking for a real opportunity. And a real opportunity looks like someone without an escape cooldown, who's distracted, who's maybe pressure's already on them, right now. And then we can just throw the Memorial here.
Yeah.
Stupid fishman called in his stupid That is much better. By the
And I'm just
eye
thinking
of
of that angle.
Oh no. Yep. Right. And notice we stick on the flank even though we don't have an escape anymore.
Right.
Guess we need help.
So it's pathing back to the team. It's okay to burn your bubble if you think like, oh, I'm gonna get this crazy sick angle and no one's gonna see me. It's just also recognizing, oh shit, now I'm in danger.
Yeah.
So then walking to the team and playing Team Namor. And Team Namor is actually really good. So no problem. Alright, back to Spidey, trying to get back to the team. Oh no. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh,
Kind of got stuck in the wall.
yeah, kind of. Yeah, and you're earthbound, right? So you can't do
Yeah.
anything, and now you're in the world, so you can't move. It's like, alright, that's the end of that. So overall, definitely seeing a lot of improvement in terms of like when are you taking your fights, right? You're not just
Yeah.
running into them. You're looking for opportunities. Also, it looks like on the more we're still having the problem of pretty much not having a not disengaging. Um,
Yeah.
so whenever you're doing that, it's always looking for, all right, do I have my bubble available? If not, then let's walk back to the team. If you do, whenever you're expecting to take damage, use that bubble to get out. And I think we'll be dying a lot less.
I have a
Um,
question.
mhm.
So
What's up?
on that very first map that we've auto viewed, when you told me to bubble up to the high ground right there and go for that
Mhm,
angle because I was just sitting down main. If they had
mhm,
a Hulk on their team and
mhm,
I bubbled up there, he would just
mhm.
contest me. Would that
Yep.
be still be a good play, or would that be
All
like a
right.
bad
So,
play because I
all
would
right.
have my
So let's
bubble?
go back to that context, right? So in that situation,
Hmm.
it was if I remember correctly, we're on defense. Their team's still in spawn. And think about how realistic it is that they're going to punish you whenever you don't have bubble and you're going to die, right? So
Uh,
if we're in the downtime of a fight, we might be able to get high ground. We might be in line of sight of our healers.
mhm.
And those are the kind of factors that say, like, is bubble going to keep me alive? Like, is bubble my only, shot at staying alive or not? Um,
Yeah,
if it is, then we want to save it for that moment. But otherwise, it can definitely be a tool to like get to where you need to be.
right.
Um, so let's get, and I definitely understand like the dilemma, right? It's like, you want to be at the right spots so that you can get flanks and kills, but you also want to have bubbles so that you're able to live whenever they pressure you. So
Yeah.
definitely trying to get into those spots as early as possible, ideally without using cooldowns, I like that idea a lot. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's get to this is a solo
Uh,
Spider-Man.
that's not the right game.
I went for another one though. I just kind of clicked the one I wanted. Is that all right with you?
Yeah, 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 it's fine.
Cool. All right. So Hell's Heaven. This is a alright Spidey map. One of them in particular is like the one where you just throw everyone off the map.
Yeah.
Love that. Alright, so let's just go to the start. Looks like we got the rollouts down. Wow, yeah, you do. Whoa.
Yeah, Necros posted a video about the best rollouts.
Yeah, I'm glad you're on it. Like I mean, look at it, dude. 20 seconds in, you're ready to kill someone. Or
Yeah.
10 seconds in. Wow. Alright, so we know Iron Man's coming left. Um Just watch how this goes. Yep, getting out of line of sight, definitely good.
All systems smash.
What? Wow. Alright.
Yeah.
No biggie. We have Snowflake. Definitely like getting idea of getting back into the fight.
Mission area is yours to capture now.
Okay. Yeah, that was pretty awkward, right?
Yeah.
So let's just get back here and think about.
Looks like the mission.
Definitely went in without my Venom being ready, but I also think my Venom went in too early.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of
Because
curious, like,
me and our Venom
Area
haven't played
is
together
yours to
before.
capture.
He's our
yeah,
trial, or he was our
yeah,
trial.
definitely.
Yeah.
I was noticing that. It's like, right. So Venom's saying to go in, and you're saying to go out. Right.
Yeah.
Um, One thing I want you to notice is that the way we disengaged here was uh it led us to having a lot of downtime, right?
Yeah.
And we have Snowflake. So instead, what I would have wanted you to done here is just grapple back into the fight. Yeah. Because we have all of our web swings and we have a one shot. So we're just kind of looking for that and we can still make something happen. I have some more examples. I definitely have seen some like nasty Spider-Man's players doing that kind of thing, which is like, let's see, trying to find. Is it this fight? Maybe it's the next one. No, it's not. It's not survival. We're really just looking for like those moments whenever you kind of stay in things. Whenever, like, all right, yeah, this is a fine example. All right, so this dude's literally in the middle of everything. Right?
Yeah.
He has 3 web swings available. He just swings in, just punch people. He gets knocked back by Invis.
Mhm.
Just swings in. It just keeps punching her. Because he knows I have 2 swings to get out.
Yeah.
So in that situation, I think that's what, like, how do you think you could have maybe gone for that kind of play?
Like you said, just like when the Iron Fist went on me, I just kind of swing out of his
Keep-
area of effect and just go back into the fight.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do think the reason why I swung, I think right here I was too focused on trying to set up. Like I was just thinking,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
have to stay on the wall, and maybe I think that's why my comp games weren't going very well with that. It's because I was trying to wait for the perfect moment
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
rather than
Yeah.
like going at a somewhat good moment.
Right, just seeing that you have an opportunity to just find a way to work with it. It's
Yeah.
definitely something that Spider-Man's amazing at. So, because you have 3 swings. hmm So you can always use the swing to go in if you're already on a wall, right? Because if you're on a wall, you probably have all your swings.
Yeah.
Capture now.
Feeling good.
Alright, so get back into it.
Done. You're welcome.
It's like we're set up here. Like this
Yeah,
time
I
we were
really like
ready.
it. I like it a lot. So yeah, they can't see you. Um, alright, so we know where they're going. And at this point, I definitely want you guys to make a play. So that could look like maybe rotating here, so you have an angle, and then dropping in here.
Ooh, yeah.
Because at this point, we know they're not coming main.
Right.
So,
Right.
like, why are we here? There's nothing we can do.
Right.
The enemy is here.
Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Yep, waiting for that perfect moment, and we know the Venom is going in.
Yeah.
Seeing he's taking the fight. I
Now
think
when
you
I finally
recognize
think
here.
I'm going in, he gets
hmm
out. Yeah.
Yeah, you see it too, right? It's like, oh shit, Venom's fighting. Maybe I should help out.
So like
No. Oh, she may
while
have
my
the
venom
sword
goes
in.
in, right? Even though like I'm
Yep,
not
yep.
ready to go for one specific target, should I still
Yeah, yeah.
go in just on like a different target?
hmm Okay, so if you don't, let me just try to understand the question. So you aren't totally sure on who you want to kill yet, but you see your Venom going in, and the question
Yeah.
is, like, would it be like, is it time to go in?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
pretty
how do
much.
you deal with it? Like, right, so you go in and you keep in mind the enemy team comp, right? So you should hopefully have made this decision before you have swung in. And it's who are the like the 1 or 2 people I can take out. On the enemy team, like you're looking for Luna, you're looking for Iron Man, you're looking for Invis.
Need of her to
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So by that time you just
I
go in
think
and then you find the people and you punch them.
Better than Aunt May's
why
chicken
I more
soup.
so mean like how before I was set up on the wall, right? And then
Yeah,
our
yeah.
venom goes in
Yep,
and
yep, yep.
and scrims are trying to like 3, 2, 1 dive, right? But he
Yes.
didn't is that on him for not
He
communicating
didn't
when he
tell
was
you?
going in? No.
Oh yeah, he definitely. So
Okay.
it's a
Yeah, that's what I
two-man
mean.
problem. It's a two-man problem.
Yeah.
So watch that. We're 100% aware Venom's going in. So we need to read that and just go in.
Okay, yeah. That was
At
my
the
question.
same
Yeah.
time, he needs to be telling you, all right, I'm looking to dive. 3, 2, 1. Invis, 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 invis.
Yeah, yeah, because like I think because he understood that like how we were sitting out there was like the wrong play, right? Because they weren't going that way. I think he just didn't like explain it, and he just kind
Yeah.
of went,
hmm
which is definitely something because we haven't played before. But like, yeah.
Yeah, I've played with Red Hero before. I know he's a
Wait,
Spider-Man
really?
player. He's also a solo queue warrior.
Yeah, he
Um,
is. Interesting.
yeah, uh, it's definitely something I think you need to bring up with him because he's not the kind of player who's just gonna like be a team player by
Yeah,
habit.
yeah.
Also, if you come at it from the point of view of being a fellow Spider-Man player, I think that'll help him a lot because you could just tell him
hmm
in like the words he understands, like, "Bro, it'd be so easy to one-shot these dudes. Just let me know. Give me the word."
Yeah.
Oh, she may have my
We do
sword in.
because like me and Dalek, we usually do the Venom
Better than Aunt
Spidey,
May's chicken
and
soup.
we let him try it out because like we might as well just try it out and see if it works any better. And we just decided that me and Doc are going to be the Spider-Man Venom.
Got it. Got it. That's good. All right. I'm glad you have the roles sorted out
Feeling good.
because
The
now you can
team's
get that
capture
practice in.
progress has passed the
Yeah.
halfway point.
Okay, so going in with an engage, we have 1 swing available, so this is really good. We're looking for Iron Man,
No
also
one's
really good.
needed.
Still have our
That's
one-shot
the
combo, so
problem.
we're staying in the fight.
But also I feel more comfortable.
All right, so it looks like our call is just to leave. Venom's down. We have 2 people coming back from spawn. Definitely a good call. Okay.
Nice.
Now, like how I'm back here, right, and being spotted, I'm like, should I be swinging in and trying to like set up on a wall, kind of like right now,
Yep.
earlier?
Yep. I like this. I definitely like this.
Yeah.
So, and the idea there is you're creating pressure before the fight starts,
Yeah.
and keeping in mind that you're gonna get out. Like you're not here to necessarily assassinate someone. You're just looking for the opportunity, and then getting out. So then now they're looking for you, and that is creating value for your team.
Yeah. Like scouting. Yeah.
Look for example real fast. Hold on. I have definitely seen like Spider-Man players just like running in and like causing a mayhem. Alright, let's see. Is this a good one? That's just a rollout. Let me just jump through these real fast.
High dimension.
30
Yeah, this is pretty good. Alright, so here we're at this is the start of a 6v6.
Now might be a good time to stop them.
Just gonna dash in and try to assassinate someone and leave.
Yeah.
Like, and now the invis is feeling like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on? And then he holds
Yeah. It's
immediate
interesting because
value.
like you say it's like to go in like Reddit, like to go in and just try to create pressure. On that original map, I feel like that's what I was doing when I came out of spawn. But then you told me to like set up before that. Did I just like? Because I almost feel like I did the same thing, but I just didn't get out in time because I missed my swing.
Wait, I'm kind of. Which example are we talking
I
about
can try
exactly?
to find the. I can try to find the game. Actually, I have the code from last time. Give me a second.
Also, keep in mind it might take a little bit. So, if just keeping time in mind, maybe we could look for an example in this match.
Yeah.
If you could describe it for me.
So it's kind of like what you showed me in that clip where the Spider-Man goes in right away and tries to get like an early pick before they're expecting it,
Bing.
right? And then
There.
like you basically just force all the cooldowns and then you get out,
Yeah.
right? And then
Here we
especially
are.
out of spawn, you have the respawn advantage. So like with the respawn theory, if I die, it's not that big of a
Yeah,
deal because
yeah.
if I waste all their cooldowns, then they can go in and like if I just keep doing that since they're so close to spawn, then we would be winning the fight over time.
Yes. So the thinking is like even if something goes wrong and I die, I'm still got value for my team by getting a pick,
Right,
and I'll
right.
be back before they get there. Yeah,
Exactly.
and that's all true. So like
Now the only problem
literally,
with that is
oh,
like
right,
that. Sorry to cut you off, but the only problem with that is that like if I do that, then my deaths would be higher than lower.
exactly. So this is why we don't need to die.
Yeah.
And we'll look at this example because it's really you can see it here. This is very textbook. You're gonna go in right whenever your team's starting to take a fight, so they're distracted. And land your combo. One shot. Okay. We have 2 swings available. And now it's decision making time. Do we take another fight? Do we get out and look and set up? You know, like what's next? And notice that we just take the absolute first thing we see and we die for it because we didn't realize that this is really dangerous. So, just thinking about like other ways that you could have handled this. You'll see a lot of times when a Spider-Man player goes in and they don't immediately get a kill, you get this kind of sequence, which is like
Watch out, they're headed
I
away.
grapple to a health pack, I grapple to another health pack,
You'll have to keep
I
fighting.
just leap for a bit, and then come back in whenever they forgot about me
Amazing Spider-Man.
and get a kill. Because, let's see, I'm trying to think. Like in this sequence, this is another one of those. So you go in, create value, get out, and then at this time, they like forget about you. And this is really important, right? Because in this example, no one has forgotten about you. In fact, everyone's saying Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Never did.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Mhm.
So this is just like abusing that element of surprise.
Yeah, definitely. And the mobility, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we have two swings. Um, the only fight that I think would be ideal to take is just going for this Luna because she's alone.
Yeah.
And you swing on her and try to one-shot her.
Capture
But besides
point.
that, yeah,
I've
just
gotta
set up
see
and
her
mess one.
through. Keep going.
Alright, so we roll out, we can get bing, and we're gonna be here in a second. Alright, so we have ult, go for the one shot on Iron Man, definitely doable.
Like the
Awesome.
old days.
Alright, hanging in here for a little bit. Okay. As far as time, it is 6 p.m. So I'm definitely gonna have to get going here. Unfortunately, let's just see
I
how
am
this
ready to put on a show.
last one pans out. Oh no!
Feeling good.
Aw, man. Think you could have got her, man. Think you could have got her. Look here, dude.
You would have sold it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It, I guess I'm more of a kill fiend. Luna's ulting here probably wouldn't have worked, but like,
I think I would have been pushed away anyway.
right.
Feeling good.
I like setting up, getting out, and then going back in. So here,
It's almost you.
getting out for the team. Someone's gonna have to touch.
Be your best self.
Right, so Spider-Man's job isn't to peel for your team. That's Venom's job. Instead, what we could be doing is doing crazy sick ass rollout, coming in here and one-shotting Iron Man. And we have ult too, right? So like we're doing like so many things at once. You know, we're going in, getting picks, creating pressure, and then also touching the point.
That one
Yeah.
hurt.
And you realize it. So this is awesome.
I like the cold.
Coming in, looking for the opportunity. Venom goes in. Oh,
That's unfortunate.
yep, very.
Bring on the chaos.
Beating the Luna up.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man.
God's might.
Count on
Definitely
me.
a lot messier than it should have been.
Uh-huh.
It's the grand finale.
That put some pep in my
Is that
step.
other man?
That one hurts.
I want to keep one more
Oh,
thing
that's
I
our
want you to
low-key.
keep in mind. It's going to be, I don't know how to call it, except maybe we could say it's a 3-second rule type thing, right? So
I got your
whenever
back.
you go in, 1,
You'll have to
2,
keep fighting until we have a
3, like by now she should be dead.
Yeah.
And if she isn't dead, do whatever you can to kill her. So that maybe that's ulting her, that's using another swing to chase her. Whatever you need to do to make sure she dies, or get out.
Chaos.
And I think that's part of why this is so messy, is because we're kind of thinking like, oh, you know, maybe I need a swing to get out. Oh, maybe the perfect ult, like stuff like that.
I do think our setup was a little bit not quite coordinated because
Definitely.
he, although I did hit the thing, but he went in as like a second before I was ready. Like if I was jumping off and then he slammed,
Yep.
I would have been ready for that. But I had like that second of delay.
Yep, and that's why we
Then-
hit that.
Yeah.
Right. And that's like a number one reason why I'm saying this stuff about like just make something happen fast, because it's
Yeah.
not always gonna be clean, right? If we wait for the perfect moment, something might happen. You know, your venom might just go in.
Yeah.
keep fighting until we have a winner.
Bring on the chaos.
And like again, it's like going back to examples, because you see like the like fire Spider-Man players just like they just make shit happen in like the 1 second or less. Like this dude's just gonna go in, he's gonna try to assassinate this girl. And he's gonna stay in because you got to do it fast.
Yeah.
And then what happens next? Of course, it's gonna
Gets
go back
out.
to the same.
Yeah.
So like, So
Did you find
jump
this replay on the leaderboard?
boop boop boop. What's up?
Where'd you find this replay? Or the, I guess the
Ah,
clip?
got it. Got it. Got it. So clips. I just go for the replay. And I just kind of clip the cool parts. So how you could find these replays yourself is you can go to this website with the top players. It's called Rivals Meta.
Mhm.
And we're just looking for the top Spider-Man player. So click the menu, characters, Spider-Man, leaderboard, then
Interesting.
yep. So then we have player
Interesting.
names. It's so cool. So cool. So oops, I did something. I don't know what I did. Uh, and his name is Patrick Camp. So then you have
Wow.
friends, search Patrick Camp,
Yep.
and it's just exactly what you know how to do, right? It's just like
Yeah,
finding a
yeah.
replay. This dude's very interesting. If it's Manthus and he plays Spider-Man. Um, I like him. I like him a lot. He actually plays the character he's supposedly good at. Definitely have to check him for that. Like all the dude, people are just camping the leaderboard spots. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Dude, like the best Psylocke player, like the top 10 Psylocke players don't even play Psylocke. It just drives me nuts. They had like one good season. They just said, I hit my peak. I'm good. So yeah, that's everything for today. Um, yeah, like I said, we hit that time. So if you have any specific questions, feel free to shoot.
I think I'm good. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, so yep, like I said, um, just feel free to book time and time. I know we're gonna do this again tomorrow.
Yep.
So as far as just quick recap on what to practice, um, definitely it's kind of speed. Uh, you right now you're kind of learning how to um like when to go in, or like
Hmm.
you know it. It's kind of down to doing it. So it's taking opportunities more quickly, like we keep seeing with people who are just using their cooldowns to get in, and also keeping them up to get out. And speed is going to be a really important thing whenever you're focused on uptime. So right now, uh, it might help to think about it as like you're doing the right things. You're just kind of not doing the like you're so to speak, slow motion.
Yeah, yeah.
So really want you to be like thinking uptime, uptime, uptime.
Hmm.
So Spider-Man is it's kind of rinse and repeat. So it's sometimes we're grappling in, getting one shot, grappling out to a health pack, and then we're repeating the cycle. So we're waiting for cooldowns.
Hmm.
And it's exactly like this one. So like I think it's this one, right? All right, so we're at like we just go in, we pull someone in, we deal damage, and then we're
Like
waiting for our cooldowns,
I would have swung in already. I think it's smart that he didn't swing in.
right? 'Cause think about cooldowns, right? We want to have
Yeah.
all of them available. So as soon as we have 3 swings,
More tentacles
go
like
in,
Gargantos himself.
combo,
I'm ready to.
Yeah.
one shot, 2 swings are available. So at this point, you
Yeah.
can literally do it again. You could just swing in on someone, attack them, and then swing to the health pack on the side, and then you see it.
Yeah.
It's like, um, like we saw in this clip, it's like whenever you go in and you get your combo, if it doesn't work out, you have a swing or two and you get out. And it's just rinse repeat.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's it. Very good luck, and I'm sure we're gonna be seeing you hit Celestial in no time, bro.
Hopefully.